Hello everybody, this is Mr. Ziad again with another video which will talk about the difference between the direct speech and the reported speech. Let's see the difference between this reported speech, this direct and the reported speech. Alright, so let's make some practice here. So here, as you can see on the screen, so you have the direct and the reported speech. Alright, so in the direct speech and in the reported speech, the I in the direct speech becomes he or she in the reported speech. As you can see here, we in the direct speech becomes they in the reported speech or the indirect speech. And then have or has in the direct speech becomes had in the reported speech. All right, so let's go for some practice. So we have here a simple present in the direct speech, and we have the simple past in the reported speech. So let's see the one sentence or a sentence in the simple present. So we have, I always drink coffee, she said. So the two things which will be different or which will change in the simple past, which are, she said that she always drank coffee. So I always drink coffee, she said, in the simple present. So the sentence becomes in the simple past, she said that she always drank coffee. Let's move to the second tense, the present continuous. All right, with the sentence, I'm reading a book, he explained. So to become in the reported speech or in the indirect speech, or as you can see here, the past continuous from the present continuous to the past continuous. So the sentence becomes, he explained that he was reading a book. So I am reading a book, he explained. So it becomes in the past continuous, he explained that he was reading a book. To the next one, we have here the simple past, all right, and the past perfect. So let's see a sentence in the simple past. Jack arrived on Friday, he said. So to move it or to make it in the reported speech as a past perfect, so we say, he said that Jack had arrived on Friday. So arrived in the simple past becomes had arrived in the past perfect. So the next one, the present perfect. So the present perfect in the direct speech becomes past perfect in the reported speech. Let's see the sentence. So I have been to Spain, he told me. So it becomes in the reported speech, I have been to, in the reported speech becomes he had been. So the full sentence is, I have been to Spain, he told me that he had been to Spain in the reported speech. So the next one is present perfect continuous versus the past perfect continuous. Of course, as we said, the present perfect continuous is in the direct speech, while the past perfect continuous is in the reported speech or the indirect speech. So let's see the sentence. So in the direct speech, the present perfect continuous, they explained, we have been waiting for hours. So the indirect sentence will be, they complained or they explained they had been waiting for hours. So we have been waiting, so it becomes they had been waiting. Alright, so the present continuous and the past perfect continuous. So the present continuous with the sentence, we were living in Paris, they told me. So as it becomes in the indirect or the reported speech, of course the past perfect continuous. So they told me that they had been living in Paris. So we were living, of course we becomes they, and we're living becomes had been living in the reported speech. Very good. So now with the future and the present conditional. So the future with this sentence, I will be in UK on Monday, he said. So it becomes in the reported speech or the indirect speech for the present conditional, he said that he would be in the UK on Monday. So I becomes he, will be becomes would be. Very good. So now with the future continuous, of course, in the reported speech, it will be conditional continuous. Very good. So, so the sentence provided here is that he said, I will be using the car next Friday. So, of course, as we always said, I becomes he. So, he said that he would be using the car next Friday. So, I in the future continuous becomes he in the conditional continuous, and will be becomes would be using the car next Friday. Thank you very much for watching. Until the next video.